Hi, I'm Betsy Anderson, and I was really part of the Federation from the beginning, and Martha Ziegler and I worked together while beginning the Coalition for Special Education, out of which the Federation grew.
My name is Dan Heffernan. I've been on the Federation board for a couple of decades. I served as president of the board for 12 years.
My name is Lucy St. George, and I am a special education advocate and parent consultant.
Hi, I'm Chris Cooper.
And I'm Marianne Leone Cooper. And we are huge supporters of the Federation for Children with Special Needs and have been for many years. Our son Jesse benefited from the Federation. When we had him, we lost him 14 years ago, and we have since created a fund in his memory, the Jesse Advocacy Fund, for parents of low income and for whom English is a second language.
I'm Allison DeNovo, and Ed and I have a 19-year-old daughter, Ashley, who has Down syndrome. And we got started with the Federation shortly after she was born. We were at Brigham and Women's Hospital. We were introduced to Sarah Miranda, and Sarah gave us Rich's card, and Ed went ahead and called Rich. And we at that point, this was a whole new world for us. We needed as much information to meet as many people as we could and try to navigate, what our next steps were.
It's hard to remember when I didn't know Rich.
It was probably the mid-1990s.
I think I met him shortly after my son Brian was born.
So I met Rich in 2008 and was kind of a little nervous because I had heard so many things about him.
Well, one of the things we were attracted to Rich is when he first came to us as a candidate for the executive director position, is how well respected he already was within the state government. So he's really deepened and expanded the Federation's work with a lot of state agencies. He's been very prominent on the national scene, also as a leader and a spokesperson for this community, and really as someone who has personally walked the walk and then also done that work, tremendous work professionally.
We started the Federation as advocates, and what did we know about building and managing an organization? Rich really set out to solidify the Federation's financial base. His role with that of the board in building the gala and the yearly Visions of Community conference was just amazing. We had had fundraisers and conferences before, but nothing like these, and not every year. I mean, these are really quite phenomenal. So that's a real tribute to Rich, I think. He greatly expanded the Federation's programs, hired additional staff, and moved the Federation light years ahead. We had had programs and basic rights training in Spanish and Portuguese, but really now it's been expanded so much to so many other languages, and really to people for whom the topic of special education and perhaps disability rights might not be so familiar.
At the end of the day, what parents want is the best for their children, whether they're typical or not typical or have a disability. And at the end of the day, it's hard enough to kind of manage a typical child through this and get them to where, that they can make the most of themselves. We just want the same for our child who's not typical, has a disability. I think any parent would want that, and the Federation helps us all achieve that goal.
As I've been involved with the Federation, it's been very exciting to see the outreach that's being done with different cultures. It's such a huge piece to be understanding that component as well, and that's often not the center of discussions, but it is a huge piece of the background of where parents are coming from, as well as trying to better prepare schools for the different cultures that they have within the schools.
Well, I've always been very proud of the work that the Federation has done. I think it is the one organization that brings together people and families of members with all sorts of disabilities. And I think there's a great sense of strength and community when you bring all those people together from various perspectives, and then to speaking as a sort of combined voice, and providing all sorts of services and training for families. I've often heard through the years that sort of sometimes the first call that a family has made to outreach for help has been to the Federation for Children with Special Needs.
One of the things I really appreciate about whenever we go to a gala at the Federation is that we always see people with disabilities at these galas. It's not like they're invisible people and it's some bureaucracy that's handling everything. It's very much a part of the Federation, and it makes us really happy to see that. And I know Rich is responsible for that because we've seen him with his daughter and his son, and it's wonderful to see.
Rich has made a tremendous contribution to not just the Federation of Children with Special Needs, but the community. So he's made a deep, long-lasting contribution to that, and one that's going to last for many years beyond his time here. My affiliation with the Federation, his impact is still going to be felt.
He has really lived and breathed the mission of the Federation through his life and his work. Thank you, Rich, for all you have done for the Federation and for all of us as families.